who are elsewhere can watch us. All right, so I think we are live now, John, and I would like to say thank you again for giving me this opportunity to use your platform to get to our people in Liberia. It is very important at this time of the year as we look forward to another election in our country. And I think it is incumbent upon some of us in America, Europe, and in Liberia and around the world to inform our people as to why we need to find a better candidate to vote for. And I will not hesitate but to tell all Liberians that Mr. Cummings is the only person that can give you and your children the opportunity to live a better life. But let me introduce myself.
So many people will start. We had this show on Wednesday, and what was your impression about this Wednesday show? And what other thing that you observed during the Wednesday show? Because we have people listening. We promised them we're going to be on today. Yes, we are on. We have to get them feedback. So we have to go back and see how was Wednesday's show. What was the impression on Wednesday?
Yeah, so very good question there, my brother. The Wednesday show was marvelous. I mean, John, you perform beyond my expectation. You know, normally when people go to school for the first time, they can be afraid to make friends with each other. But I mean, when we got on the show, we hit it together. We were like, wow. And the folks who listen to the show online, they themselves was so thrilled, man. They're like, my man, that man, our man, that man, our man. I said, yes. And so the rating, the impression, the expectation, it was beyond, my brother, it was beyond. Now, with that said, most of our people then, John, our people then they put all kinds of things. So some of them like, my man, we want to see John in the studio. I said, but man, the last time I told you guys that we have the radio station is called Liberty FM, right? They said yes. Say, but can you just tell John maybe one of the broadcasts so he can be in the studio for us to see him? I said yes. I will talk to John, and we all in this together. So I will talk to John. John will find time where he will be in the studio, and then you will get to studio. You will get to see in the studio and stuff like that. So, Joe, I just want to make the opening appeal to you one of these days where you will actually sit in the studio and just go live so that our people can get to see you. Because you know our people, John. You know our people. You know our people. Yeah, you know our people. When I say our people, you know what I'm talking about. And because in the yeah, exactly. In the Jesus family, they got the Thomases then. You know, when the disciple told Thomas, Jesus around the mess I pick you up. Unless I put my hand on that man's side, juke it inside there, I know because I saw the poor juking that man's side. So that's how some of them are. So yeah, so that is some of the thing they want us to do. So John, again, I look forward to you to bring that. But other than that, I think we excellent. And then they were also concerned about the calling, the sound. And, they said they couldn't hear. So I said, okay, I will reach out to John to see what needs to be done. And and how we can improve on that as well too. And then we also talk about the phone. We need a dedicated line, so we're trying to get a phone, and I think the phone is like 150. That one of the best phone we can get because John, there are times that you will not be in the studio, you will not be okay, you will have other obligation.
And suddenly I got the James Sando should be on the show. I got the Uncle Mountain will want to be on the show also. Now every time will be here. Sometimes I have to take my sabbatical though.
Exactly. And you entitled to that too. And you know what? Myself here too. I'm also looking to bring on some of our female here. They will be coming on the show, especially we'll be having male and female that will come on the show and start to speak our different languages here. So they too will come on the show, and then that day of the show will
that'll be good. That'll be good.
yeah. So they will come on the show, and that way they will come. Exactly, and can't be speaking, and the little thing that because for me, I can speak no dialect right now. Like I can travel Basso small, even though I was born in Nema County from River G. I can travel with the Basso because during the 1990 war, our England Basso County and the Highland, how to speak Basel. So those are things then that we planning to do. And John, I really want to thank you so much for what you're doing. I haven't met you, I have not seen you, but I mean, the way we communicate, the kind of goodwill you show, I think we are all in this together because we want it better for our country. So, in a public manner, I just want to say a big thank you for what you do. We are fighting in the interest of the people on the ground. We work for the people. You know, I always tell people when I'm on the radio that I'm working for you guys. I'm not working for myself because John, I can't look at nobody in library right now and tell them say the day I get big. That day not coming in my life no more. I already big now. I already big now. Yeah. So there's no way that I would tell anybody when I was growing up in Liberia and say, oh, the day I get big. No. And that is why people back in our country, I am fighting very hard for them. So that's just an update there, Brother John. I don't know what else you have for me in terms of question. Yes. But
So
the people
during today's broadcast, what we will do sometime will go on, and more especially the call in. You there, you have to read out some of the comments. Let know who are following. Let know some of the
yes,
comments they are making.
absolutely.
People back home, let us understand who are following. What are the comments that they are making? At least for us to be abreast as we go along the broadcast.
That's true. That's true. So, guys, if you're out there, we will be reading all the comments here, and we encourage you to listen to the show and make more comment. So, John, is there any way for us to get because right now the people cannot really hear us too well. So, is there anything you can do to increase the volume from your end and something like that?
Yeah, we'll try. Just try doing something here, but when you call in, we'll see if we can do that and
Okay.
see if it will be better. And while we're going through the call in, if it can still be better, we'll try another alternative here to see how best. But is it also better to receive call from your end? There's no people in the diaspora following the show. What are they see on the issue? Is that possible also?
Yeah, we will set that up by next week Tuesday. Yeah, next week Tuesday we have a call line. Yes,
Okay,
we'll set it up. Call,
okay,
we'll set a call line where they can call into the show too. Yes, definitely we'll do that. Yes, definitely we'll do that.
okay. That will be better.
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's go ahead.
All right.
Let's go
Yes,
ahead
yeah,
to today matter.
yes. So today we are here to talk about who is Mr.
Let's start
Cummings.
today matter.
Yes, we're going to start today matter now. So we're going to get inside today plop plop. Yes. So my name is Jay
Okay.
Randy. Yes, my name is Jay Randy, and I'm a librarian to you guys. And I want to let you guys know that I am here campaigning for Mr. Cummings. And let me tell you why I am campaigning
Oh
for Mr.
wow,
Cummings.
internet.
Yes, I can hear you.
But
I can you hear me now? Can you hear me, John? Can you hear me?
you come in cracking. I don't know what's the problem today, but last Wednesday you were better. I don't know.
Oh wow. So I say again,
Are
is
you
it?
there?
Yeah, I'm here. Is it still cracking again or what? Is it
You
cracking?
come in cracking, but that's cool. That's cool. You're trying to be better.
All right. Let me make something about adjustment here, right? Hold on, let me make some kind of adjustment here. I will go quiet for a while. Let me make some type of adjustment here. I will go quiet for a while and let's see how that will work. All right. So I'm going quiet. You will not
Okay.
hear me. You will not hear me. I'm going quiet. So let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes. Can you hear me
So
now?
if you're about to start, just let me know and you're listening to Jerry and Pablo. Yes, you are better. Go ahead.
Okay. So again, like I said, the name is J. Randy Dapple, and I am broadcasting from the United States. And I would like to say welcome to the independent supporter of Mr. Alexander Cummings 2023. Now, why the group is called the independent supporter? My fellow Liberian, what I want you guys to understand here is this group called the independent supporter of Mr. Cummings. We are not a member of the ANC, neither member of the CPP. Who we are a group of Liberians, both in Liberia and outside of Liberia, that believe that we must support a candidate based on our own understanding of what they're going to do for the people of Liberia. So you can be in CDC and you don't like what Joe Weah is doing, you can come and join us. You can be part of Unity Party and don't like what Mr. Boka is doing and come and join us. And then you can come from any other party or no party and come and join us. But yeah, what we will be doing, Mr. Cummings want to be president, right? So everything that we see that Joe Weah is not doing right, and we talk about it, we want to let you know that when you come in the group, anything you see Mr. Cummings doing or any of his partisans that is not pleasing to you, trust me, we will come here and call names and we'll let the Liberian people know. I here will tell you that if somebody in the ANC CPP not doing the right thing, we will come out here and we'll let Mr. Cummings know. And I will tell you whether Mr. Cummings should be the one that you should vote for or you shouldn't be the one you should not vote for. I can guarantee you, John, that's what I'm going to do here. You know why I'm going to say that, John? Because I'm not looking for a job from anybody. I'm not looking for a job from anybody, but I'm fighting for the people of Liberia to get the opportunity. And I have spoken to Mr. Cummings, and Mr. Cummings has given me his voice. Last time we were here, I learned that there were two places that Mr. Cummings needed to go. Let me see where I can get my notebook here. I think it was district number 11, I believe, and district number
district 11
and 17.
District 17.
Yes. So let me give you an update. I sent an email to Mr. Cummings, and I told Mr. Cummings, and the next day Mr. Cummings replied me. He said he will get back to me very, very soon. Very, very soon. So if you listen from district 11 and district 17, Mr. Cummings said he will get back to me very soon. And let me promise you guys this, because for me, I'm not here to come give you any wrong information. If I don't hear from Mr. Cummings, they coming Tuesday, next week Tuesday. I don't hear from Mr. Cummings, they coming Thursday. I myself will call Mr. Cummings. And whoever on the other side that answer that phone and they don't give me any good information, I will come right back here and let you know. Because you know why I will let you know, I'll be straight with you guys? Because I'm not looking for a job. I'm only fighting for you on the ground over there. So there will be no reason that I will give people any kind of false impression to say, oh, you know why? Let's do the one year, let's do the other one year. No, that will not happen. It will not happen as long as I am on your side. So we, the independent supporter of Mr. Cummings, we are not here to please just the party and partisan. No, we are here to make sure that Liberians abroad, Liberian in the that Liberian back home get to understand what we actually mean and what we actually stand for. That is what we are all about here. So with that being said, I just want to make sure that you guys get my point, that I'm not here to come and sugarcoat things. So if you're in Liberia there listening to me, I want you to please give me your attention right now, because we are doing everything to fight for the soul of Liberia. And we believe, as the independent supporter of Mr. Cummings, that we believe that Mr. Cummings is the man and will do everything in our way possible to get Mr. Cummings elected. But we need your help. We need your support. We believe that doing everything through our ways of being very transparent with you guys and being very honest with you guys, we will succeed in the end. Yes, we'll succeed in the end. So that's who we are. Yes, so that's who we are, folks. That's who we are. So again, the independent supporter of Mr. Cummings, we are not part of Mr. Cummings ANC party. We are not part of the CPP. But what we want here is we want to make sure that Mr. Cummings man that I believe in and many Liberians believe in, we want to hold his feet to the fire. So district number 11 and district 17, I am fighting for you guys. Mr. Cummings will come to that particular district. Yeah, he will come to that district. And I will make sure that Mr. Cummings shows up. If Mr. Cummings does not show up, I will let you guys know. Yes, that's exactly what I will do. So I'm here to tell you guys that One, I'm not looking for a job from any political party in our country. Two, I will not come here and lie to you. Whatever you want me to do, I will come and let you know about it. Yes, whatever you want me to do, I will come and let you know about it. So that is why we have the independent supporter of Mr. Cummings. We are from different political party, but we will hold Mr. Cummings feet to the fire. Yes, we'll hold Mr. Cummings feet to the fire as well. Yes, that's what we'll do. So are you there, John?
Yes, your problem with the internet. Yeah, this evening, the voting and see.
Yeah, so guys, John is claiming that he's having problem with the internet. So you guys just kind of manage it some kind of way. That's Liberia over there. And, I don't know what's going on, but we just got to keep pushing. We 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 got to keep pushing. Yes, we got to keep pushing. We got to keep pushing. Yes. Somebody say focus on the issue instead of talking about ANC or CPP as an independent supporter. No, Mr. Moba, I'm not here to please you, Mr. Moba. Part of people being accountable to holding the Liberian people to the truth are things that I will talk about here, Mr. Moba. I'm not here to come just follow what you want me to do, Mr. Moba. There are people in our government, people in the party, people everywhere. They got attitude, and we have to address the attitude because winning the people of Liberia, it means that you got to win their confidence. So you want me to focus on the issue and not put the people behavior. And then now when the people get there and start to behave differently, then you come back and say, "Oh yeah, we'll fix that." No, Mr. Moba, my approach to things is different. All right, I understand your viewpoint, but it's not going to work that way for you and myself, my brother. I understand your viewpoint, but it's not going to work that way. We will have to give the people assurance what the people need. Yes, we have to give them the assurance. So I'm sorry that you feel that way, but that's my style of broadcasting because the one thing that you don't have that I have, many people will walk up to me and tell me, say, my man, you made all the vote for George Weah. But because we never held George Weah feet to the fire, that is why these same people coming back and pointing their finger at us and saying that, oh, you did this to us, you did that to us. So that is something that you guys need to clearly understand. And I hope that you guys will clearly work with us on that one. So let me see what's going on here with John. I don't know what happened in the John line. There's something that needs to be done with his internet back there. Yeah, but we are having some serious issue here. And let me see how things will work here. Alex, I got your message. We'll see what we can do. Yes, I got your message. Let me see how the brother can get on. I mean, I'm calling him right now. He's not picking up the call. So I don't know what he has. And I think one thing that he needs to do too is to have what you might call it. I will try to speak to him tomorrow so that we can also establish this how do you call it thing here the stream yard. Yes, I will try to see what he has the stream yard, and to see how he can connect with the stream yard, and that way we can be broadcasting through stream yard to get his thing on here. Yes, because I mean when you look at Hot FM, it's very easy for Hot FM. Hot FM guys are, and we get on there, we just do things, and that the same system I'm using here too. So I don't really know what happening to the brother over there right now. So I just hope they're doing something very well. Yes, I just hope he's doing something very well to get us back on track. So right now we are still in the beginning phase of what we do here. Every beginning is tough, but we just gotta make sure that we keep our faith, we keep strong to get things done. And the new style of broadcasting back in the days used to be very easy. You just log into the system. That's what we do. So yeah, so on the show here, we're going to touch every area of our leadership. The one thing we don't want to do here is to have people and getting some type of surprises. No, so we'll focus on the ANC. Our goal is to focus. Mr. Cummings is part of the ANC, so we address everyone around Mr. Cummings, and then we'll also address the issue as well. So we cannot take one. This is not a buffet where you go, you pick here and there. No, we'll make sure that we touch every area because Mr. Cummings getting the office, he's bringing people with him. But who are those people? What kind of character do people have? So that's what we're going to talk about here. And the reason I'm bringing this thing up is because the weird people got a very free pass to get into office. And that's why today you see the surplus problem in the country because we never held them to any standard. We gave them free pass. And I'm a guy who believes in lesson learned. So there are times because the last thing you want to do here is you don't want for Cummings to get into the presidency and then you start to see, oh, we thought we should have done this. No, I don't believe in that. And, I don't believe in that. So, Mr. Boba, thank you very much. But that's who I am. All right. Yeah, that's who I am. We got to make sure that we dot our I's and cross our T's. That is what I'm doing all these things here for. So I understand that people are used to those things because people just believe that. Let me see. John is calling back here. All right, I'm connecting back to him. Let's see whether he can hook up with me right now. I mean, my internet look very perfect. My signal strength is strong, but I think the problem might be coming from him, not from us. Yes, I think the problem might be coming from him, not from us. So we have to find a way. John has to connect to StreamYard. I can send him the invite on StreamYard so that he can be able to properly work. And these things should have been tested too. And it should have been tested before we even came online. Now he just say Phil here right now. So he just Phil. But that's Liberia, folks. And that one of the reason why Mr. Cummings is very, very important to have him elected because part of Mr. Cummings' vision here is talking about what? Infrastructure and technology. And we need those things because if they were Ghana, Ivory Coast, you log in straight. You on a super highway. But for a country that is 175 years old and you can't find internet to work perfectly, you just got to keep calling. It's a shame, and it's a shame, and it's an embarrassment. But and these are the reasons why we have to look at issue in the country and vote. And if you need better internet service, there you go here. And you have to vote for you have to vote for Mr. Cummings. So this is where we are now. So I don't know what's going on, but let wait and see. And let wait and see. But I think we need a dedicated line that we can get from this guy and see what needs to be done. Yes, because I think the data usage over there is not that strong. Yes, yes. So now he going off again. I mean, he keep going off and on. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where he in the environment. I think it would be better that he go to his studio where the guy is signal strength because if he using some kind of phone that it doesn't have rare internet connection, that's another problem there too. So are you there now? Are you back with us? Hello? Hey John. I can really hear him right now. John, are you there? Guy, you please bear with us here, all right? You please bear with us here. Let me try. Let me try to go off the screen. John, are you there? I think he's trying to come in, but hello. I have to go off the screen, guys. Let me see what I can do here. You bear with me here, please. You gotta bear with me here. let me say this: if we're having issue with the phone connection, we will not continue the show. So what I will do here is I will stop the show here until we can get things working out, and then I will be back here by 8 o'clock to do my own podcast. So I think that's something that we should consider for now because the phone gets keep ringing, and we really need to evaluate. So you guys are seeing the issue we're having firsthand here. The phone continue to ring, and when the guy answer, it go off. So we don't know what's going on, and it's a little bit frustrating, and that is why we need to do more of what I would call a finding out what's actually now he's calling by. Let me see what's going on here, and this is all happening live here.
He said, yeah.
So
Really?
John, are you on a different number now because the 77 number seems to be having
No. The 77 number I just put in, don't start giving me difficult time. So I tried the other number. So that's going on.
All right. So you think we should be okay with this one now? There you go.
Are you there, Renee?
Yes, I'm here, but your phone. All right. Yeah. So can you hear me now? So let me just continue with this. Let me see. The phone keep reconnecting. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Cool. So
Go ahead. Sorry for the distraction. It just the internet here.
Yeah, yes, that's fine. We manage what we can do here, and not all part of the problem here. So just to get a message to the people here again is this. So those of you listening to me out there, the reason we are here today is to push the agenda for coming presidency, and we are broadcasting to you through FM 88.1, and this show is called the Independent Supporter of Alexander Cummings. We are together trying to work hard to get him elected. Why we think that you should vote for Mr. Cummings? We believe that Mr. Cummings come to the table, come to our politics with great experience, and the experience that he bringing is not going to be a biased experience. It's going to be an experience that will actually provide equity for all Liberians. Over the past years, since Mr. Cummings entered politics, there are things that Mr. Cummings has done through a foundation for the people of Liberia. And I have information here. I'm not just going to be talking here, but before me here, those of you guys are online, and those of you guys are listening to me. And I will encourage you guys to join the independent supporter of Mr. Cummings, because what I'm going to be showing here today are things that I will be posting on the independent supporter of Alexander Cummings. So when you listen to me in Liberia, I encourage you to join the independent supporter of Mr. Cummings, and then you will have opportunity to read these things for yourself. One of the reasons why we believe that Mr. Cummings is the rightful person for the country, let me start with Mr. George Weah first. Because we got to look at the negative things that will give us the opportunity to look at Mr. Cummings. Mr. Weah has been in office for the past 5 years. And if you listen to me online and on radio, there is nothing that Mr. Weah can show you in Liberia that he has done for the young people. For example, Mr. Weah was running, he said he would build, let me get the information here from Mr. Weah here. All right. Mr. Weah said he will provide education and training for the people of Liberia. He will give health and sanitation. He will make gender equality to be something. He will provide agriculture and sustainability. Agriculture and forestry. Mr. Weah is in his 5th year, John, and there's nothing that Mr. Weah can show to us. For example, let's look at the issue of electricity in the country. How many communities across Liberia? How many communities across Liberia? I'm not just talking about Mosuraro County. How many communities across Liberia that you listen to me right now and online, that you can go from one county to another and complete the entire 15 county and come back here and tell us, say, here, Mr. Weah have provided electricity for maybe 50% of the country, because everything will be measured on 100%, right? So where did Ellen, after Ellen was leaving office, how many electricity did Ellen provide to all the community around the country? Was it 5%? Was it 10%? How many percent that Ellen provided electricity? Now, Mr. Weah been there for 5 years now. Next year is election. Can Mr. Weah come back now and tell us, when Ellen was leaving, Ellen wouldn't provide 10% of electricity throughout the whole country. But I'm Mr. Weah now, and I maybe 15%. So right now, I got 15% of electricity that I provided all over the county. Go to every county and ask the people how many people now got electricity. Now let's come to education. Eddie said the education was messed up, right? When Ellen left, what was the percentage of messy education that Ellen left? Today, Mr. We have been there for 12 years. How many communities throughout the 15 counties that got better education? We'll talk about education for the primary school, for the junior high school, and for the high school. What is the percentage that Mr. Weir has provided to the Liberian people? What is the percentage? Now, Mr. Weir also talked about health care. Let's look at the health care, John. How many people has Mr. Weir provided across the county? How many counties today got better health care under Mr. Weir? But remember, every year, since Mr. Weir took office, the national legislature will pass the budget. Mr. Weir will divide that budget with the different people in the government, in all the ministry. But none of the people have been able to come out to tell the Liberian people what they're doing. My point is, Mr. Weir got no tangible to convince the Liberian people that he should be re-elected. Nothing. It's like you go into school, every first period you can see, people can see your grade. Second period, they can see your grade. Fourth period, they can see your grade. But you say you're going to school. How will people know that you're going to pass in the next class? Mr. Weir has not done anything. Now, let's come to vocational training. I want for those that are calling right now or will be calling later on. Give me 10 people from each county. 10 times 15, that would be 150 people. 10 people from each county of the 15 county that today can come and call on the show here and say, I'm from River G, I'm from Bapolu, I'm from River Cess. Under the job we are government, I went to vocational school and I am an electrician. I am a plumber. I can do air conditioner. I am a building contractor. Nothing Mr. Weir has done. So how can he be elected? The first thing Mr. Weir did when he became president, he put himself first. 12 years, Seditian and Liberian put their left on hold, John. 12 years, the people put their left on hold. And as they put their left on hold, Mr. Weir left was not on hold. Mr. Weir was part of the UNICEF. He turned, and so he became a senator. But the very people who supported Mr. Weir, their life was on hold. They never achieved anything. And then they didn't give up on Mr. Weir. When Mr. Weir said, you're maybe president, the very people turned around again and say, you know what? He's a senator. He do everything for the country, for us. But let's give him the chance to be president. And the moment they made Mr. Weir president, the first thing Mr. Weir did, John, he forgot about the people. The people that put their left on hold for 12 years. Mr. Weir ran straight and started building their own houses. Mangian started building their own houses. So right now, when you ask any Liberian, since Weir became president, I'm not talking about sedition, I'm not talking about put closer to Weir, because we are not president for sedition. We are a president for everybody. How many people across the 15 counties that can come out today and say, I got a job, and my job built me a house. I got an apartment, it will become my apartment. I got educational skill. Nothing that George Weir has done for the past 5 years. So if the man cannot deliver on the 4 pillars, what make you think by giving another chance? It will not only affect your now, it will affect your grandchildren. So we are got nothing to worry about, fellow Liberians. He got nothing to worry about. When Mr. Weir get a paycheck, he go to the bank to put the money in the account. He don't call your name. He don't call your name. He don't say, I put the money into John account, I put the money into Randy account, or I put the money into Liberian account. He don't do that. Mr. Weir put that money right in his account. That's why you see today when they sanction Mangian there, John, did they sanction the Liberian people? John, are you there?
No.
Thank you.
I'm here with you.
Thank you. So I'm asking you a question. When they sanction they brought on the 3 people here, did they put a sanction on all the Liberian people? No. They only put a sanction on 3 people. Because those 3 people, when they go to the bank, they don't think about the Liberian people. So Mr. Weir did not do the Liberian people justice. The people put their life on hold for 12 years. Young sedition, middle-aged sedition, men, women who believe in George Weir, they put their life on hold for 12 years. And then Weir came and added 5 years there. 17 years. The people put their life on hold. And then only to find out when Mr. Weir became president, he did nothing for the people across the county. Absolutely nothing. That's why today you see Mr. Weir when they open small flower hall, he running there. But you imagine that today the minister or general will come and say, you know what, the rape issue gone down in the country. The justice minister will come and say, you know what, the issue of criminal behavior gone down in the country. The unemployment in the country, minister of labor is supposed to come out every month and be able to what? Tell the Liberian people how many jobs we are not create. But that minister just over there for nothing. Nothing work in the country. And fellow Liberians, you see Mr. Cummings? Mr. Cummings got his own foundation. And some of the things that Mr. Cummings has done, let me try to read some of it for you guys. Since Mr. Cummings became part of Liberian politics, some of the things that Mr. Cummings has done, let me show it to you guys. In Mr. Cummings' organization, he's not president yet, but Mr. Cummings has gone to one community to another, donating generator, giving transmitter to a radio station, donating money to carry on construction. He has given generator to other communities. He has opened up a school. And I don't want you to say, you know why? He can do more. The only way he can do more, fellow Liberian, is when we get him into that chair. And let me just tell you the main reason here again that I want you to really believe in Mr. Cummings. I'm going to read to you people why you should believe in Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings said when he get elected, there are 7 things he's going to do. If you listen to me right now, I want for you to grab pen and paper and mark those 17 down. If you don't have the pen and paper, I will post it on the independent supporter. And this is where we hold Mr. Cummings feet to the fire. Let me read the 17 that Mr. Cummings said when he become president he will do. 1, Mr. Cummings said he will provide job. That means he's going to have a better economy. So number 1, he said he will give us a good economy that will create job. And my fellow Liberian, I get that one to the back of my head. If Mr. Cummings become president, after 2 years, when you see that job, trust me, it will not take 6 years. Just how we're looking at job, we are 6 years, he do nothing. They say 6 years. If Mr. Cummings do anything, he create that job, it will be time for him to go. And now when we, the independent supporters, we say we're not giving you our support against Mr. Cummings. And you know why? Because the 7 things he talked about, we say, Mr. Cummings, you say you're going to give a good economy with job, but we don't see the job. The next thing Mr. Cummings say he will do, technology and infrastructure. Right now, it's not easy to be on a perfect internet in Liberia. And he said he will give us that technology and that infrastructure. That's the second thing he said he will do for us. And what do we do again? When he get elected, we watch him. We watch him. And fellow Liberian, I'm sitting here, I will be the number 1 man that will be watching Mr. Cummings. Not because I'm trying to talk for him today, mean that when he become president, I will shut up my mouth. No. I'm not looking for a job. I will be doing more than what you guys will be expecting. Maybe some of you will say about Jay Rennie, get a mention. Jay Rennie, get a mention. Jay Rennie, get a mention. No. When he become president, I only gave him 2 years out of the 6 years. That economy and the job, we want to start to see some changes in your life. The infrastructure and the technology he's talking about, we want to start to see some technology thing going across our different school system and our place of work. And the third thing he talk about, agriculture. In America here, John, agriculture is the number one thing that got the country going. Food, the country got over 350 million people. 350 million people in the country here. And you can't find people going hungry. You go to the restaurant and eat it. Next, right after the day close, they put that food, they dump it in the trash. What about more about 500? 5,000, 5 million people in our country. 5 million people in our country, we cannot get enough food. And Mr. Cummings said, you give me that list. I'm coming to help you to provide agriculture. Education. I see people protesting in the country there for education. Our children are going to school. They ain't getting good education. Mr. Cummings said he's going to do that. The next one he said he's going to do is the issue of health. People die in that country. They don't see the doctor. Well, the only time Liberian men go to the hospital is when they see they're sick. We cannot take that. And he talk about women and youth empowerment. Women and youth empowerment is what he's going to talk about. And then the last one is national security and the rule of law. My fellow Liberian, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 17 that Mr. Cummings listed. And he become president and going to his second year, or almost at the end of his second year, we always monitor the thing every year of Mr. Cummings administration. And if Mr. Cummings does not deliver on those things, I will come right back here and tell you we shouldn't even give him any chance again. And if there's any May election and any of the people in our government, whether the representative and senator, because every year somebody their time can come to an end, I will come here and will tell you to put them on the office. That is the difference that I see with Mr. Cummings here. He has given all what he's going to do. And all it takes is for us to take our pen and begin to follow him. But we can only do that if he get elected. Mr. Weir have failed. You see this year, John, this year, Mr. Weir will be going around now and telling people what he had done. Mr. Weir should go to every community now and say, gentlemen, when I started the government here, not many people in the community are going to school. But look at how many children are going to school. When I started the government here, not many people had drinking water, good drinking water in their places. When I started the government, not many people had good electricity. When I started the government, not many people were involved with agricultural activities, the crime rate. But Mr. Weir did not put nothing in place. Absolutely nothing. Nothing Mr. Weir put in place, fellow Liberian. Nothing Mr. Weir put in place, John. And that is why we're struggling like this today. Nothing John Weir put in place. He left everything. In fact, the thing that Eddie put together is more than the thing that we are destroyed. It's more than the thing that we are destroyed. So if you think that you're going to give Weir a second chance again, you are not only destroying your future now, you are destroying the future of your children. And that's what I want you guys to think about. Look at CDC headquarters today. You go there. The people not even having the motivation to do anything anymore for George Weir. Nothing. The people are giving up on George Weir. And that's what we're asking you. Join us. You see, you don't have to leave your party to come and vote. You see, in America here, John, let me tell you this story here. When Obama was leaving office after 8 years, the American people were not happy with him. Some Democrats say that man did not do good here. We supported him. He did not do good. They look at the Republican. Because at that time, Donald Trump was talking now. Your baby president, I will drink the swamp, I will do this. The Democrat then, they supported the Republican. And they voted for Donald Trump. But the Democrat did not leave their party. They told the Republicans, say, we'll put Donald Trump over there. Or we'll give him 4 years. And guess what? After 4 years, the Democrat and King look at Donald Trump and the Republican, they say they may not correct. And guess what the Republican said? The Republican said, you're right. The Republican went and joined the Democrat. And they voted Donald Trump out of office. And they brought in Joseph Biden. Right now, the Republican watching Joseph Biden too. And they tell the Democrat, if they may not do the right thing for the country, you must join us to vote in other office. That's why you saw the going time, Joe Biden came up with a list of things he had done. I see Mr. Cummings list 18. I will share that thing with you. I put it on my page too and on the independent group page. Joseph Biden listed everything that he had done for the past 2 years. But George Weah cannot do that. And that is why we're asking Liberians, you don't have to leave your party. George Weah had done nothing for the past 6 years, and he need to be voted out of office. Now, when Mr. Cummings get elected, and we got sedition coming over to support Mr. Cummings, Unity Party people, Liberty Party people, independent people, no partisan, if we all support Mr. Cummings and put that man in a chair, and that man decide not to do the right thing, I will be back here again, supporting the candidate of your choice. And you know, John, the last time you said, even if you have a candidate that put the Liberian people first, we, the independent supporter, will support that candidate. I want to let you guys know that. If you belong to any party right now, you got a representative or senator that say will do the best for the people of our district and for the people of my county, the independent supporter will look at that person's platform and will ask that person all the questions. If that person is okay with you guys, we will also bring our men there on the ground, our women there on the ground to support that representative, to support that senator too. And that is why we call ourselves the independent supporter of Mr. Cummings. We are not part of Mr. Cummings' party. We are not part of the CPP. We are not part of the ANC. But we believe that Mr. Cummings is the person that will make the country better. So that also applies to you guys. Listen to me here. If you want to be a representative and you get the people at heart, we will not just accept you like that. We'll look at what you have done. And then we'll begin to ask people in the country about you. And when we got good information about you, we will sit down here and run our mouth to the Liberian people and ask them to vote for you. And that is why we want you guys to look at what we're doing here. You are suffering in that country too much. I remember growing up in that country, sleeping in a swamp. There are times that came, I don't have food to eat. So everything that John we had to drink, Carrasco them passing around, they want to build church, Finabori them being big Billy. Only government official can pay Billy in that country. No. These people working for you. And that is why I'm saying to you on the platform here that I'm working for you and I listen to you. Whatever happening in your community, call me. And it don't have to be just Mosurado County. Wherever you are listening to us, just give her a call tonight and tell her where you're calling from, where the problem is. Every problem that I get here, I send it straight to Mr. Cummings. And when we don't start getting answer from Mr. Cummings, I will just kind of tell you, say, gentlemen, we got to find somebody else. Because the last thing I want to do to you guys is to lie to you guys. But I know Mr. Cummings is not like that. But I just want to give you the benefit of the doubt. The Librarian will say, I just want to give you the benefit of the doubt. And when you tell me something and I understand that you tell me something, I will call Mr. Moba Cassidy, who is in Alexander Cummings camp, and I will call other people who is in the Cummings camp for them to go and check out that area where you're calling from. And I will also send people that don't even have connection to the party, but they are part of the independent supporter of Mr. Cummings to go and verify things and come and let us know here. Fellow Liberian, I want you to listen to me. One, I'm not looking for a job, and I'm not going to listen to anybody that will not put the Liberian people first. I'm your guy here. Anything that I hear from you, I will not just take it and run and keep it. I will pass it all to Mr. Cummings himself. I am dealing directly with Mr. Cummings. I'm not dealing with nobody on the side. No. And that's why I call myself independent people. I am dealing directly with Mr. Cummings because he's the only person that I believe will listen to you guys. And he's the only person that want to be president, so he got the right to listen. When he brings somebody that he can say, Jay Randy, I trust the person here. Whatever you get a person, that person will bring it to me. I will come right back here and I will let you know. So District 11 and District 17, Mr. Cummings already got your information. He already got your information. And we'll wait till next week. Maybe by Friday again, if we get any update, we'll let you know. But I already gave you that information. And I can tell you this, my friend, I am very, very strict when it comes to supporting your inner country. I'm not the one that say, oh, I mean, yeah, do that. No. The decisions are coming in 2023. I want you to say, you know what, Jay Rennie, we got enough information about you, Mr. Cummings, and we'll vote for Mr. Cummings. I want when Mr. Cummings comes to District 11, District 17, I want you to say, you know what, Mr. Cummings, did that guy they call Jay Rennie ever tell you about us? I want you to ask that question. Mr. Cummings, do you know one guy they call Jay Rennie? Did he send you any information about our district? I want you to ask Mr. Cummings that question. Because when you go anywhere, the media can be there, right? So I want you to ask him that question. So, John, let me hold it there. I think I gave the people enough information. So let's try to take calls.
Okay, so if you listen to us this evening, you can call us on 0777-777-82. That's the numbers to call wherever you are this evening. You just listen to J. Rennie Dablo from the United States of America. He's the head for the independent supporters of Mr. Alexander Cummings. So if you're there this evening, you can just call us and let's get your say on all of the things he then say here. Like on Wednesday, we have two issues with District 17 and 11, according to Mr. Dablo. He's saying that the information reaches to Mr. Cummings and promise that yes, in sooner time, you will visit District 17 and 11 to see where their property is. And also, he talked about the credibility of Mr. Cummings. He's not a man that will wear and blow. If Mr. Cummings doesn't do in 2 years of his existence as president of this country, trust and believe in him, he's going to come back.
Yep.
And talk the worst about him because he doesn't hide his feelings though. He doesn't. So if you follow me on this evening, call us on 0777-777-882. That's the number to call on our local 9 this evening. And then let's have a say on the program. This is the independent support of Alexander Cummings show. It comes on every Tuesday 9 o'clock and Friday 9 o'clock. So if you're there, just call us. Let's hear you this evening. What do you make of what Mr. W is saying? Let's go to the line and take this first person. Hello, my friend. Your name is called up from where? Good evening.
Yeah, we're having issue with the line, guys. We're having issue with the line. It's the way he's supposed to be live now. He's live, then we'll be able to hear it better. It's the way he's supposed to be live. So we'll talk about that. Yeah, this is the way he's supposed to be live. So he just gone off. So the next time we appear here, he has to be live so that we can get to hear him. Yes. Because when he live, like how we do that on Hot FM, you can log into the show itself and then you can listen to the callers and get the feedback. So that's something that we emphasize on. It has to be done. If it's not done, we're not broadcast on Tuesday. I can guarantee you that one. He cannot do that, we're not broadcast on Tuesday. Yes, I can tell you that one. He has to do that. Yes, he has to do that. So let me give you a call back.
this live. Renee, you say you're not hearing us or what?
Yeah, we can hear you clear, but the color, yeah, we can hear the color. So whatever you guys can do to adjust the call, we certainly appreciate that. But again, like I said, uh
That's why.
yeah, what we need to do is if you can get online next time, it will be very, very helpful. Yeah, whatever you need to do to get online, and while you're taking the call, because it will be live in the studio and you live on Facebook, it will go straight into your voice. But we'll talk about that, offline over the weekend.
Let's go by the line and see what's trying. Hello? Renee,
Yeah,
you getting there?
yeah. The feedback too much. The feedback too much.
Just go down the radio for your other side. So just go down the radio. You're coming too loud. Renee, you getting him?
Yeah, I get him, but let him just lower his radio. Let him just lower his radio.
Just go down the radio. You're too loud.
Yeah, they can hear they say what they're talking.
Oh, you're coming too loud, my brother. Just go down the radio. Myself feeling the feedback.
Yeah.
So then come down. Yeah, 0777-777-882,
And tell them when they call it, they need to lower their radio. Let them lower the radio.
Yeah, too sharp. Even myself getting there yet. 0777-777-882, Renee, you just read off some of our comments coming on from their Facebook feed. Okay, let's go back to the line. Talk to this person. Hello? Oh, he's off the line. So just go on the Facebook feed and read some comments while we are with the calls here in Liberia.
Yeah, let me do that quickly here. Let me do that quickly. And let me know when call coming in, right? So we have we starting with
Okay, let's take this call. Take this call.
Okay, all right.
Hello, Renee, you getting him?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm George Taba, the physically challenged brother who called on Wednesday, the driver who called on Wednesday for the program. In connection to what our brother just said, I engaged most of our disabled community.
No, yeah, all right, we can hear you now, John. We can hear you. John, I go to the next call.
Okay, thanks so much. 0777-777-82. That's the number to call. If you're there, you can call us and be part of the program on 0777-777-882. 882. You can call us and follow us this evening. Is the independent supporters of Alexander Cummings. You listen to him, he talk about the 7 points of it. Mr. Alexander Cummings, he talk about education, he talk about health, he talk about food and security, he talk about empowerment, and he talk about education. It's one of the bedrock of the country. So call us on 0777-777-82 and have a say this evening on the program.
I got the time to read some comments here. Yeah, let me read a few comments here. So we got Rebecca Garcia. She said, hello and thanks for everything you are doing for Mama Liberia. Yes, it's for the people of Liberia. Yes, it's for the people of Liberia. I'm reading the comment now. So when you get any call, yeah, let me know. Hold me there, and then we'll see what we can do. All right. So the other brother here, they call him LRB got you. He said, thanks so much. All right, he said, thanks so much. You did extremely well last time. So he commended you for what you did last time. So he's very pleased with that. I know he said, thank you very much for what you do and stuff like that. So we also have Miata Takina here. She said, good afternoon, J. Randy, and good afternoon to every one of you guys listening out there. And then she said here, 2023, vote for Mr. Cummings for president. You don't have to leave your political party. Yeah, you see, so she is an independent supporter too that support Mr. Cummings. She's telling everyone that you don't have to leave your party. And by the way, she will be coming here one of these days, John, to actually explain the things to our people in Pele. So get ready for Miata Takina down there too. So we have another good sister here, a strong one too. They call you Montro. And she want to say she's watching and she listened to the show. Fellow Liberians, people out here are very concerned. She said, I am not getting notification. Well, it says Montro will work on things for you to see what we can do for you guys here. So you got any call coming up there so far? Let me know. Our sister.
We're still within the call.
Yeah, so those are out there, please give us a call. We want female to call into the show. Don't be a stranger. Try to call into the show. Express your opinion. We want to hear from you. Yes, we don't want you to make that mistake. So call. Today is the time. This year is the year that you need to make your voice to be heard.
Okay. So we just slip the call, just slip off. If you're following us, 07777 That's the calling line. Call and talk to directly Mr. Rennie Dablo for the United States of America. And he's here selling Alexander Cummings to the public. He's not saying leave your party, you can vote.
Let me get the other one up here.
Of heart of this country. And then he's following us. So you call us on 0777-777-82. Let's take the call. Hello. I'm okay. That's the audible, sorry. Let me get it for America, please. Okay. Where you calling from, Winston?
What district is that? District 13?
District 13? Is that District 13? Yeah, District 13, right. Yeah, District 13, go ahead.
Thank you for that.
82, and he said, better be with the devil you with and the teacher you never seen. I don't know the meaning of the Bible though.
Well,
0777
we know the devil cannot do anything good for you, so we know that.
0777782. You can escort us and be part of the program here this evening. We're running up to 11 o'clock, exactly 12 minutes past 10 o'clock in Moravia. So if you're there, you can call us and be part of the program, the independent supporters of Alexander Cummings.
Yes.
I don't know the devil you with, because if you say you work almost 12 months,
Yeah.
you're not taking pay, and you want to build the devil you with and injure you. See, I don't understand.
Well, we're convincing one of the day. The fact that he calling, he getting the hope for us. So we're not the injured here, but we're just here to do the right thing. That's what we have to do.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll try to convince Mo to come over. It's just for time, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll keep praying. So you got a call? Let me let me review comments. Let me review comments here. So another sister here by the name of Yumontro Kringa, she said I think it's Kanga. She said, let's vote for Mr. Cummings for a better Liberia. You know, the brother talking about the devil. We don't need the devil in our place over there. Yeah. We don't need the devil over there. We need somebody who will do better. All right. Mr. Cummings is not an angel, but he's somebody who is about and ready to do the best thing for us. So that devil thing, no, the devil don't bring you any good gift. All right. So Mr. Cummings is not going to come as a spiritual individual. He's going to come as someone that God sent to do the best thing for us. And that's what Sister Montreal is saying here. All right.
Talk to somebody here.
Yes, sir.
From the local line. Hello. Your name, Chief Debbie Audible. The people of America want to hear you, please. Yes, actually, my name is James. Calling from Nantes Street, Single. James, Nantes Street. District number 9, Maserati, right? For sure. Okay, go ahead. Debbie Audible, please. Yeah, you know, for the Zealand being president for the bill, it may be possible. Yeah, you know, has no someone is gifted, has not going to give you that gift, and don't make him take that gift away for you. But for example,
I'm not getting that other one. I really want to get that one. We are reconnecting, folks. We are reconnecting to the call.
if you say President, we have the mantle in his hand, what do you mean? I don't understand that. Yes. President, we are a successful child for his similar background. Yes, or a successful child with a battle to lose. But you're trying to be controversial. You said it's not going to win. You're not seeing it, not possible. And now you're saying President Weah and he had a battle. Just be clear. Let's understand why.
There will be no way for Mr. Weah to win any election in 2023. Yeah, there will be no way. Yeah, Mr. Weah has failed. He has failed. Mr. Weah has failed. He can't be president of that country anymore.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief. Yeah, you said it better be the way you wave it.
The man said we just wear the devil, so we don't need no devil in our country there. We're not yet. We're not yet to get job. We are second chance. We're not yet to get job. We are second chance. They may have failed. They may have failed the people. They may have failed the people. We may have failed the people. I got comments here to read. The man put himself first. That man are talking over there. How many people in the neighborhood? That man are talking over there, John. How many people in the neighborhood living better life? How many people in that man neighborhood living better life? How many people in that man neighborhood living better life? Yeah, let's go to the next call. Let's go to the next call.
Yeah, from Devonta District 10. Please make your voice audible. Let people from America hear you, please. Go ahead.
Thank you, there. Thank you, there, Chief. Thank you. Yeah, there you can. Devil message on the other side of water. Talking about. Yeah, kind of. We don't believe in devil water. Let me tell you guys right now. Anybody that talk about the devil water, you and the devil will go to the bottom of the earth. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the call, the call. Yeah, the call.
Thanks so much for calling us. Please amplify your voice and go ahead. Let people from the diaspora hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so to the people out there, we just want to encourage you guys. You have the choice now to look for a better life for not only you but for your future, for the future of your children. Mr. Weah has proven to himself. Mr. Weah doesn't care for you guys. He only care for himself. There are things that the ministers are doing in our country, including Mr. Weah, is quiet about that. So this coming election is about whether you want to see a better life for the future of your children and not just somebody giving you $5, $10, $100. No. Mr. Cummings and every one of us from the independent supporters want you to live a better life. Those are calling and say, oh, they're better than the devil to have the devil than to have the angel. You are wrong. All right? We need somebody that will make the country better. So we encourage females to call. We encourage all Liberians to call. Come here and let's discuss. You see, they're not calling here, John. They are not calling to tell us, you know what, Randy, we listen to you. You talk about electricity, you talk about education, but yeah, what Mr. Weah has done. John, did you hear any of the callers say anything? No. No. Okay. So that means they don't even understand what Weah has done to them. And that is why we're telling them. And that's why they don't hold Weah accountable, because Weah did not put himself in a place for him to be held accountable. He never did that. And that's why they call on and just come in and say, oh, it better to be with this. No. Ask yourself, today is Friday, since Monday, what did you do for yourself? Since 2018, what have you accomplished? You got children. What is the success of your children? Are they in school? Can they go to see the doctor without any making payment? What are you doing? You young man in that country, what is your dream? What is your dream? What do you want to be? If we are giving it to you now, and that is why we, the independent supporters, we are from different political party too. We came from different political party to come and bring ourselves together to say, you know what? We want you to come and join us. We want to be able to erect checkpoints. If Mr. Cummings not doing the right thing, we will come here and tell Mr. Cummings that he's not doing the right thing. That's what we want to do, because we have failed. We ain't got nothing. I mean, imagine, John, that man is in his 5th year. We are supposed to be coming on and be telling us what has he achieved? What has he done for all the counties? There's no report from any county. There's no report from any ministry. The country is going down. And Mr. Cummings is the only person that can lift that country up. And I'm not saying that because I'm looking for a job behind Mr. Cummings. No. I'm not looking for a job behind Mr. Cummings. I'm only fighting for the Liberian people. So I encourage you, the caller, to call in. You call in and let's have this conversation. You call and let's have this conversation. I want to hear you. And I dare you to call here. All the young guys are calling today. Have they call and tell you, say, oh my man, yeah, I'm an electrician, I'm a plumber, on a job we are now. Don't be used, my friend. Don't be used. We are talking for somebody who will give you the opportunity. And whoever listens to the sound of my voice right now, I want you to ask yourself, in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself after the last 5 years? You wasted the last 5 years. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Your age is not waiting for you, my friend. Your age is not waiting for you. Mr. We are already made. Mr. We are can live in any country now. Mr. We are and his family can live anywhere. The minister can live anywhere. You don't get it there, but you guys. And that is why we want you guys to understand. Because some of us here, we went through the struggle too. We know what it means to get up in the morning in Liberia, walk from Fiamma all the way down to Mama Point, walk from Oro to go all the way to Red Lake, walk from Pinville to go to Gannonville. Those were all the route and road that I used to take before. And I know what it means. But when I see these guys in the government ill-treating you guys like that, it really brings sorrow to my soul. It really made me to feel bad. Let's give Mr. Cummings just one chance. You know, when we were in the Senate, people say, oh, we ain't know how to do nothing. What the Liberian people say? You get a man chance, let the man go be president. And the Liberian people gave him that chance. And you imagine the people gave that man that chance, John. The first thing the guy did is to go and put himself first. But this is the man that you can hear on audio saying, oh, I love my people, I love my people. But when the opportunity came, he told the person, you're saying, yeah, you're beyond the stop and you're coming back. By the time he came out, he feel paying almost 49 units, riding next cars. When it raining in Liberia, Joe, we aren't worried about rain coming through the roof. But when it raining in Liberia, there are many people across the different slum communities that got to go get pen, bucket, and put it there, let it candle. But Joe, we are sleeping sound. How can a president in a country be sleeping sound when the people out there are suffering? When the snow, I mean, when the flood is coming, Joe, we are not worried about flood. Joe, have you seen Joe? We are packing a blanket and a mattress and moving from a place?
No, not at all.
Okay. But the people who voted for him are doing the same, are doing something different, right? When it rains, they're moving them. They're moving with their children. That's how bad things are. So let the people call. You call and tell what job we have done for you. You're living places that are not supposed to be good for people to live. You have done your part for this man and he failed you. You have done your part and he failed you. It's time now for you to make up your mind. It's time for you to make up your mind. And nobody going to force you. You got to make up your mind. You got to make up your mind. There is nothing Joe Weir has done Absolutely nothing. The young people in that country, John, how many young people in that country are unemployed? Do you know that number, or you cannot even guess the number?
Which number?
How many young people don't have job in that country?
Majority.
There you go.
Every day.
There you go. There you go. And that is why we need to inform them that their time has been wasted. And don't sit over there and allow. Yeah. And don't sit there.
No job.
Yes.
School fee, nothing to do, no money.
The men have failed. George Weah have failed, folks. And the only person that will be all the rest of the year will be Mr. Cummings. And like I said, if Mr. Cummings not doing the right thing, I will be the first person to come here and criticize Mr. Cummings. And that's why I'm starting the criticism now. If Mr. Cummings are not visiting your district, call here and let me know. I will reach out to him. If anybody in the Cummings party, CPP, did not give you any ears, call me here, I will let them know. And if they don't respond to me, I will call right back on the show here, and I will come and tell you the truth. But that's the truth that the people in the CC government don't have.
Let's go back to the line, take this person. Hello?
Yes.
Your name and call out from where? Which district from? Yeah, Patrick, go ahead. I listened to the show very well. I loved it. See, I was not there to tell you that you were not understand. But I said here to come from a big. If I have known you, you don't want to know 1 year to get the state administration of the Georgia.
Yep. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. That's why you need to vote him out. That's why you need to vote him out. Vote him out. Vote him out of office.
That's okay. I feel your anger. I know from
vote him out of office. Vote him out of office.
He's a president now. The low position occupied for now. That's why we are saying come to the tree. You have to just go to the ballot box, make that decision.
Yes.
No more you will cry, no more you worry. All
yes.
you do now, you lie.
Vote him out of office. Vote him out of office. You see, I felt sorry for that young man just now. That is a very young man that I believe that is under the age of 25. But he lives in a country under a leader that don't give a damn about him. But you know what? There is always a hope. Yes. Okay. You know, I really feel sorry for him right now. These are the people who the country future belongs to. That young man over there. That young man should have called on the show right now and say, you know what, guys? I am an electrician. I'm a plumber. I just came from work. And I'm happy with the government called George Weah. But there's nothing like that. If the young man can even identify the fact that we have got nothing to do but to go on a playground, to go open a playground, that just goes to show that Mr. Weah is very, very incompetent, folks. He had done his part. The Liberian people had given the opportunity, but he failed the people. The CDC government failed the Liberian people. The people did their best. They did their best to give him that opportunity, but he let the people down. That's what he did. He let the people down. And that's a shame on him. Shame on him. 17 years people follow behind George Weah. But the people that follow him after 17 years cannot come out to say, this is what I have achieved. But all you find is government official getting sanction on a George Weah government. Government official getting sanction on a George Weah government. That's how bad it has become. And we cannot allow this thing to happen again, folks. We cannot allow this thing to happen. Yes. We cannot allow it to happen. We cannot allow it to happen, guys. It's a shame. It's a shame.
We still got comments there.
Yes, we have more comments there. Yes. So as we wait for the call, let me read most of the comments here because the comments have been coming here, and because the caller, that's why we have been a little bit slow on reading them. But let me try to read them. And if you get any call again, please let me know. All right? Please let me know. So my sister here, she said, my brother and sister, I know that change is scary, but we have to change our country for better. Let's come together and vote for Mr. Cummings. Let's give Mr. Cummings a trial for 6 years, and he will see, and we will see the change in our country. You don't have to leave your party, your political party, to vote for Mr. Cummings. Liberia deserve better. The lady couldn't have said it right, my brother. She couldn't have said it right. That's what we need. Again, we have to give Mr. Cummings his first 6 years. If Mr. Cummings screw up after that 6 years, we will come back here and we'll tell the Liberian people he's not the right person. But we cannot judge Cummings right now if we don't give him that chance. We gave Weah the chance, and now we can judge Weah today because Weah has failed. Yes. Weah has failed. Yes. Weah has failed. Yes. He has failed. All right. So let me read the next one here. All right. Again. Mama Liberia, come first and deserve better. Yes. Yes. George Weah is asking for the student to pay $85 million. All right. That's what he said. The student owned the Liberian in tuition. All right. I thought Weah said tuition was free. So you see, Weah promised to the Liberian people it failed. He's not turning things around. 85 Liberian dollars. That's why 85 million Liberian dollars. That's what's going on again, folks. All right. So that's the few comments that I have there. Let me see the last one here. The sister said here, don't worry about his old phone, but that thanks that you getting the message. That was it. So there's a guy that on the show came and said, oh, we're using a lot of old phone around here. So one of the sisters said, just listen to the message and forget about the old phone. So she's right. Yes, she's absolutely right. She is absolutely right. Yes. And yes, she is absolutely right. Yes. Yes. She is absolutely right. But again, if you're a young man in our country, if you're a young man in our country, your future is at a higher risk right now. Yeah, your future is at
0777 That's the calling line. You can call us as a following us this evening and be a part of the program. The independent supporters of Alexander Cummings. It comes on every Tuesday 9 o'clock and Friday 9 o'clock. So join us every day, every week, 2 times a week. That is on Tuesday and Friday 9 to 11. So you can join us and be part of the independent supporters of Alexander Cummings. This platforms, you're not forced to leave your party. All we need of you, just vote for Alexander Cummings for a better Liberia. 0777-777-82, 0777-777-82. What are some of your concern? As you hear me, Alexander Cummings, what are some of your concern? What are thoughts? What are take on all of what we are saying here this evening? Just call us, and the guys from the United States, he is hearing you, and respond.
Yeah, let them call with questions. If they have questions, let them call and bring their question forward here. We will answer the question for them.
Your question,
comment, come.
0777. Yeah, go ahead, Dablo.
Yeah, so let them bring their question. Let them bring whatever concern they have.
Let's go back to the line. Let's talk to the line.
All right.
Hello? Yeah, name is from where? I want to talk to you, but practice. Let me listen to the other person. Hello? Your name is calling from where? Just load down the radio.
Yeah, you load down the radio, man. You load down the radio. You've been listening for a long time. You start loading the radio now.
So call back on 0777-777-82. Just back for your radio.
Yeah.
You hear us, please.
Yes. Load the radio down. Load the radio down. But let them call.
Let's go back to the call.
Yes.
Load down your radio. Load down your radio. Your name. Wilson Frank calling from Bonas Farm. Bonas Farm ain't district number 4, right? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me audible, please. They may have voting right. They may elaborate have voting right.
So what the man point? What the man saying there? What the man saying there? What the man say that, John? Help me understand what the man say that, because there was too much noise, and I think we have to control the too much of feedback, because the people out here are really complaining about the feedback. What did he say?
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
You got to try. You got to keep trying, my brother. You got to keep trying. And this time around, we want to hold Mr. Cummings' feet to the fire. Thank you very much.
Hello, you gotta be audible, please. The guy from the diaspora want to hear you. So you gotta be audible. You first call us your name, and where you calling us from. Mohammed Jabate calling from Somalia Drive. Is it 11, 13, or 14? Is it number 2? Okay, go ahead. Let's go down the radio, please.
Load down your radio, man. You load down your radio. Let the man know his radio down, John. Let the man know the radio down. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. He said he doesn't have a body. It touches how the way you speak. So he already agreed to for Cummings, but he will give Cummings a trial and see if Cummings won't be left with pass.
And that what exactly. Exactly. And that's what I'm telling Liberian right now. You see, in America here, people gave president 4 years here. The people tried Donald Trump, right? What they did to Donald Trump? They got rid of him. All right, they got rid of him. They didn't get him 8 years. So we are not doing anything better for the people in that country. No young man, no young woman can be proud of themselves, John. So let's give Mr. Cummings his first 6 years. If Mr. Cummings doesn't do anything, the Liberian people will know. Because they will tell. They know their life right now. They see their living condition. They see their living environment. It's not improving. It's getting worse. Give Mr. Cummings the first 6 years. And then when he doesn't do it, guess what? You got it right now to come here and say, I cannot vote for him. I already listed for you how many things he said he's going to do. All you got to do, get your pen and paper. Write it down. If Mr. Cummings get in power after the first 2 years and you not see anything making sense, just get ready to move in from there. Just get ready to move in from there. And let the Liberian people, you know why I want our people to understand here? I wanted to get used to hiring people and firing them. You know what? That when you vote for somebody, you're hiring that person? Yes, you are basically hiring that person to work for you. And if they don't perform well, you can fire them. So you hire Mr. Cummings for the first 6 years. If he doesn't do the right thing, you can let him go. That means for 2029, that will be a different leader coming in that place. It will not be weird. If Cummings do well, it will be for him. If he doesn't do well, it will not be for him. But we cannot keep going through the same problem again. So if you listen to the tone of my voice, it is about your future, man. It is about your future. It's about your future. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If Mr. Cummings not doing the right thing here, let me know. I will come right back here and tell you. Mr. We are not doing the right thing. I'm telling you guys. Don't waste your time behind George Weah. George Weah is in his 5th year. His 5th year. He's not telling you whatever he has accomplished. Nothing for you guys. Absolutely nothing. Girls in the country are not getting any good education or job. Young people in the country are just sitting there in the country telling they're in refugee camp. You guys are not in refugee camp, man. You're in your own country.
Let's go back to the line, take this president.
Yeah.
Your name is from where? Your Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what I want to know is the question of Mr. Cummings. So the thing is really that Mr. Cummings will be the rightful president in the country. One, he will not bring in rightful in this country. Those are my questions. Those are our fear too. Okay. So we are willing to vote for them, but really that those things around them can stay after our telling them to come soon to not get involved in those things. Okay.
Why your question? Why your question? Why your question again, John? John, say your question.
Listen to him. Go ahead.
Why your question, John? Why your question? Please help me with that question again.
He said if Mr. Cummings won't bring gay right into the country, then who is Mr. Cummings?
Okay. Now, on the issue of gay, the question was asked of Mr. Cummings today whether he gay. Mr. Cummings got his wife. We are seeing the man wife with him all the time. The issue of gay, Mr. Cummings not going to bring whole low or truck and say he bringing gay here. No. Do you see any gay friend with Mr. Cummings? No. Do you see Mr. Cummings hanging with anybody that's a gay? No. And more bizarre, you guys are the Liberian people. You see, when you go vote, you tell people, Mr. Cummings, yeah, are you going to bring gay people here? So the guy that asking that question, I want when Mr. Cummings come visit his district, and I will ask Mr. Cummings myself if I ever come across him. If he come on our show here, and John, I hope I got a call from district number 4. When he come on the show, when Mr. Cummings appear on the show here, because as we go ahead with our broadcast, I will make sure that Mr. Cummings will come here one of these days. And when Mr. Cummings come on the show, the very guy that asked that question, I really want him to promise me that he will come back here again and ask Mr. Cummings that question. And I'm looking forward to him asking that question to Mr. Cummings. Yes. Yes. Let him ask Mr. Cummings in the face. But as far as who Mr. Cummings is a Liberian just like you. He is a man who will buy houses in our country. He is a man who said he's not going to take no money from anybody. I will send you that video, John, so you can play it. Mr. Cummings said he's not going to take no money from the Liberian people. All he want to do is to just help to change the country. If somebody telling you that I don't want to pay for the Liberian people and I will fight corruption, that person is somebody that you need to focus on, my brother, so that who Mr. Cummings is in a nutshell. He's somebody that's concerned about your future. And for me, I'm not saying, y'all listen to my name, J. Randy Darpo. I'm not looking for a job because I want to talk for Mr. Cummings. No. I want you guys to be given that opportunity. What I can do for you guys, anything you don't understand that in my background, I will help to train you as a consultant. I can come and consult in the country. But I want you guys to take charge of your country. The ages that many of you guys in today, I'm not in that age anymore. But I feel hurt if I look at the country under George Weah, and many of you guys are suffering in that country. It shouldn't be that way. We went to war to have a better Liberia. But Mr. Weah making you to think about the days. Liberians are living in a country that they call their own, like somebody living in refugee camp. Young people in that country are not working. When y'all will start working? At what time y'all will start working, Liberians? Y'all call me and talk to me. What time y'all will start working in our country? Some people 37-year-old. Yeah, let's go back to the line. Let's go back to the line.
Hello? Let's go down, monitor your name, call up from where? Go ahead, Chief. So what Mr. Cummings has to do with this? Yeah. Hello? So what that have to do with our discussion here this evening? What the connection with that is saying to the subject?
Okay, we hear that. We hear that.
So you say the arm is a comment there is bad. Okay, all right, thank you. All right.
Well, we understand.
Somebody bring me another thing.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with the connection? What does that have to do with connection? What we're discussing?
Yeah, I mean, we understand his problem. Whatever problem he has, if it have to do with government responsibility to be the mediator and it hasn't been done, let he just bear truth and faith. When Mr. Cummings get elected, most of those things, especially with land dispute, domestic violence, disadvantage in the community, police brutality, trust me, guys, over time, Mr. Cummings will work with the community. Many of you guys, like one of the online response here says you Montrose here, Jay, you know, Mr. Cummings will not do. I mean, you will know if Mr. Cummings will not do well. All right, because you will be right there. So she letting our people know that Mr. Cummings is not going to be invincible, John. Mr. Cummings is going to be right in Liberia as president. Just how we see Joe we are feeling today. That's how people will see Mr. Cummings. So the issue of people having doubt or what Mr. Cummings going to do, we all going to see Mr. Cummings, especially nowadays with Facebook Live, how we seeing Joe we are there dancing in the country. I have to say that he got nothing to do. If Mr. Cummings become president, which I believe he will, you will see the difference. So, Liberian people, your decision for a better future is right in your hands. It is right in your hands, fellow Liberians. Don't let the thing go away. You're getting old every day. You are getting old every day. So, John, let me give you the few minutes left and see what you got to say so we can wrap up because I think we got 4 more minutes to the time, right?
Yeah, that's why I want to drop you. So what you do, you have to recap from our start and you get the pedals of Mr. Cummings. Those are just joining us. They don't understand what we are saying.
Yes.
You know, because some people go off track. And
Yeah.
then with that, maybe in the last 1 minute, we just wrap it up quickly and call it a day for next.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate every one of you guys. Every one of you guys comment here today, I see it as very important. Nobody that called today made a bad comment. And anybody that will call in the future, I don't think you will make a bad comment. Because you know why? Your voice matters. You are a Liberian. That country belongs to you. You have all right to say whatever you want to say as long it is not going to cause harm for me, John, or anybody else, including yourself. You are entitled to your opinion. But your entitlement got to come with some benefit. George Weah has been president for 5 years. Tell me what benefit has he provided for you? If you look at the government today, look at Mama Sikaba, look at Sekou Kalasco. Many of you guys knew this guy back in the days. You used to look the same. And they were you guys in the trenches fighting against Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. But since they ascended to power, you see them right before your eyes. Like what my sister you want to say here. You will see the change right before your eyes. You guys see the change right before their eyes. Kalasco changed. Mama C changed. I mean, we said change. Every one of them had changed. But it is only you that continue to be the same. But Mr. Cummings is coming, and we that supporting him as the independent supporter. My words to you guys, and the only thing I ask is for you to follow me. The name is J. Randy Dapple. Find me on Facebook and follow me. The way I can handle people in any party. Some of you guys will call me and say, my man, slow down small now. Get the people a chance. Because I live in the swamp like you guys. I live in the swamp like you guys. Mr. Cummings got 17 he want to do. He going to bring an economy that will create jobs. He want to improve technology and infrastructure. He want to give agriculturalists the opportunity to get better farming tools to provide food for us. Education for your children and you to go to school. Health, women empowerment and inclusion. And the last but not the least, the same thing American people always talking about, national security and the rule of law. Those are the 17 that Mr. Cummings wants to do. That's the 17 you want to do. And when you got pen and paper, I will put it on my page and I'll put it in the independent supporter group. Take it and always monitor Mr. Cummings. So we'll be back here again on Tuesday. But I'm also online all the time having my own show. Join me. It is for your future. It's not for me. I can give you my words. I don't need no job in Liberia. You can record a message. You can keep it. I can come to Liberia to help, but not to get in government job. No. I want you guys to be given that opportunity. Because I already got my part of opportunity in the country here. And I cannot allow that to happen twice. So, John, back to you. And thank you very much, John. I know we got some challenges. I see the feedback, but we'll discuss that. So, my fellow Liberians, what time is it now? It's almost, it's 7 o'clock here. Let me go take a break. I'll be back here at 9 o'clock. Yes, I'll be back at 9 o'clock so that we can have our part of discussion here. I'll be back at 9 o'clock. You know, the thing remind me of the day I was campaigning for Georgeville. For Georgeville. I used to come from work. As soon as I come from work, I take my bed, I just drop it down, and I'm there talking. That's what I used to do. So I see myself doing the same thing again. But this time for a different candidate. Those are sitting down and watching other platforms instead of coming here to promote what we're doing. I'm not going to start criticizing them. I'm not going to stop criticizing them. Because when Mr. Cummings win that election, they will be running there and say, I want a job, I want a job. So whatever they're doing, I hope they're holding themselves and holding their feet to the fire. Because the last thing that I don't want to see happening to me again, ladies and gentlemen, is for people that you just listen to here to come out and say, you told all Cummings we're going to do this. But we're not seeing it being done. That would be a double jeopardy for me. Because people will come and say, you told us to vote for Weir. And we voted for Weir. Now you're telling us not to vote for Cummings. How sure are we that Cummings going to do the right thing? We need all the support here. The thing that happened, I've done it before. Many people who behind all the other platforms, they don't have the resume that some of us got, that we made we are president. We know how we understand the people. Did you hear any of them calling you say, we don't understand that man from America? No. They always say that brother in America over there. Because the way we present ourselves. I spoke to the brother today. He said we need a new phone, a dedicated phone. I asked him which one the phone is better. He said, I know some kind of phone is cost 150. So again, we have to do our best to get that phone. We have to do our best to get that phone. And see whether it will improve the quality. Election is expensive. We just got to do our best. So again, we can go around the home in a few weeks to come to get in that phone. And the woman who buying that phone, I will come here again, we'll display it, and then we'll send it to him. By the way, the other guy, Mr. Daniel Roger, the sheriff, he will be receiving his items on the 13. Anyone that need the tracking number Anyone that need the tracking number, inbox me. I will send you the tracking number. If you need the tracking number, I will send it to you. Matter of fact, why don't we look for the tracking number right now? Let's look for the tracking number here right now. Let us look for the tracking number. Let me find the tracking number here to show it to you guys right now. Let me see here. Let's look for the tracking number. I think it's, yeah, it should be right here. Let's look for the tracking number so I can show it to you guys here. You're gonna be receiving those items very, very soon. So while we got a little time here, let me try to show you guys the tracking number. All right. I mean, Jai, you see, I behave the how I am with folks. So I know some of you guys believe in privacy, but when it comes to dealing with the public, I like to be very, very clear. So let's see what we can find the tracking number here. All right. Let me see. And I check it out today. Let me see here. Where is here? Okay, FedEx tracking. All right, there you go. FedEx tracking number. Once I click here, it should open it up. Good. So let's go to let me open another screen here. All right. So let's go here. Let me put it. Oh, it's already here. Yeah, it's already here. No, it's not on here. I have to type it in. All right. So let me put it in there. All right. Okay, 77. And that would be 542, 542. And then we got another two. And then we got 42. And then we got 763. All right, so let's hit the track. All right, it should be coming up. There you go. 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 All right, so I'm going to share the screen with you guys right now so you guys can see that. All right, I'm going to share the screen with you guys so you guys can see that here. Let's come to the share here and then share the screen and then come to Chrome. So this is the tracking number right here. All right, anybody can track it, so it's not anything big. So there go the tracking number right here, as you can see here. So he is going to receive that item on, all right, on the, all right, yeah, right here, hand delivery. It's going to be delivered on the 13th, as you can see here. Delivered. Let me see if I can get it on my phone here to see what we got seeing here. So that is the package there. It's going to be delivered on the, let me see my Facebook here. You guys should be able to see that, and I should be able to see that too. Let's see here. All right. All right, there you go. Good. So you guys can see it right there. Yes. So you guys can see it right there. All right. So let me come back here. Let me come back right here. All right. Yeah. See you guys. Yeah. Said you want to see you guys. Yeah. See you guys. So he gonna receive that package. All right. So let me stop the share here. Yeah. Said you want to see you guys at 9 o'clock. Yeah. So he gonna receive the package. He gonna receive the package on the 13th. Now, when he get that package, like after the show like this, we'll find a day, maybe on Wednesday, Thursday. Then he will be broadcasting in Liberia, and I will be here, and he will also be taking call too. And then we'll be having a similar conversation too across different communities in the country as well. So I cannot wait for him to get that package because we're going to be using our software. So the guy that you see on Hot FM in the morning, where I usually go Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, when he get that equipment that we send to him, again, we will be broadcasting in the evening too, maybe sometime over the weekend. So we'll be doing our brother John, and then we'll be doing the sheriff, both in the studio and at home. I told John the next time we meet with John next week, we want for John to be in his studio so that you guys can get to see him. Because I myself too, I want to see John in the studio. Yes, I want to see John in the studio. So we'll make sure that we'll talk to John for John to be in the studio. So it's just beginning. So let's keep the faith. The more we do these things, the more it will get thrown to us, and then we'll start to do our best. All right. So I want to thank you guys so much. Those who are contributed to the first project, I'd like to say big thank you to you, and those who continue to contribute, thank you. So again, the phone issue. We all got to chip in, including myself. I have to chip in, and for us to be able to get that guided phone because we need a sound quality. The sound quality will be very, very important for every one of us. So for those of you that haven't contributed but like the show, I mean, we have been very transparent here. And so you see it for yourself, you see what we're doing. So please do the best you can to help us. So again, guys, thank you so much. I just got in. I had to go find something to eat. Yes, I had to go find something to eat. Since I came, I got my leg store ready to come eat. So let me take a break. Cause as soon as I came from work, I immediately ordered the late thing for my children and they ate, and I just came and sat down here. And may not say I'm used to this though. I'm used to this because I remember in 2016 and 17, that's what I used to do. Come from work, just walk through the house and go and sit down and do my broadcast. So I'm used to it. But all I gotta do is just take care of my family first, and then I'll come and sit down here. I love to talk. I love what I do. So I don't get tired with it. So yeah, thank you. I see you guys. Let's be back here at 9 o'clock to discuss things. All right, to discuss things. We're gonna look at different things now. I think we are giving more head dry to the ANC folks, so we'll leave them alone, and then we'll get back to what we need to do to bring everybody on track. So I think I are giving enough, venom on to them, and I think they got the message. The only thing I pray for them when I go slip up again, because it is slip up again, I will come back again, I will criticize them because we got to get things right. We got to get things ready what we can. So I see you guys later. Enjoy yourself. We'll be back here at 9 o'clock. All right. So take care.